everyone. Okay, this is the first vlog that I've ever done in my life. Can I just clarify that? So if this is really, really terrible, I hold my hands up and I apologise. But hopefully the more I do this, the better they will get. I have no idea if that is actually going to happen, but we will... fingers crossed. My name is Bethany, or Beth. I think it'll probably be easier if you refer to me as Beth from now on. I mean, if you want to call me Bethany, that is absolutely fine. Call me that, it's up to you, but I mean, it's easier to just call me Beth for everyone involved, you know? Less vowels, less everything, just go for Beth, that's fine. I'm 20 years young, yes, emphasis on young. 20, people feel like 20 is old. It's not old, for God's sake, 20 is young. I refuse to be called old. Although to be fair, the only time that it makes me feel old is when people say, oh, a decade ago. When I hear decade, I think, oh, 1995, something like that. I don't think 2003. I have to admit that makes me feel a little bit old. But otherwise, I'm young, girl, yeah. As you can probably tell by the accent, I'm British. I'm from England. I'm from the northwest of England. It's a lovely county called Lancashire. You may have heard of it, you may not have heard of it. If you haven't heard of it, I'm not offended. We don't really have a great deal here, to be fair, but it's a nice-ish place to live. It is, I have to say. It could be worse, my love, it could be worse. Well, viewers, as you can see from this incredibly garish outfit that I have on today, I do like a bit of colour. I do. But, having said that, despite this extreme vomit of rainbow colours, my favourite colours are actually pastels, so lavender colours, rose colour, nice cream, like a lace kind of colour. They're really the colours that I go for. My favourite colour of all time is, you know that lovely blue purple, like a cornflower blue? That is my colour. I love it so much. I really do. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful colour. If you do not like cornflower blue, you have issues. I do! I have an older brother. He's 22 months older than me. So at least I have that on him. If he can ever say, bitch, I'm 2 years older than you. No, you're not, you're 22 months. Anyone that knows me knows that I like singing. I like singing and I like dancing. Can you believe it? I actually do. And you know what? I will say this on camera for the world to see. I am actually quite a good dancer. Just because I don't dance in front of other people does not make me a bad dancer, okay? The only reason I say that I can't dance is so that someone will say, oh, Beth, you can dance? Why don't you dance for us? No, no bitch. I ain't dancing for you. I dance for myself. That is it, okay? Seriously though, yeah, I do like dancing. I used to do ballet and I used to do tap. And I would quite like to start that up again. Now then, I'm torn between spring and autumn. They're both my favourite seasons and I will tell you why right now. Spring I love because, let's face it, it's not too hot, it's not too cold. The grass is green, the sky is blue, the sun's out, the birds are singing, there's bees and butterflies swimming through the air, there's baby animals being born, and it's lovely, isn't it? I love spring. But I also love autumn because it's really colourful, you know, all the trees, you know, the leaves are changing colour, they're falling down, you can crunch through them as you're walking the dog, and it's not too hot, it's not too cold. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bit of a theme with the weather there. Yeah, I'm quite vanilla, aren't I? Yes, I do. I have a dog. He's a Labradoodle and he's called George and he's gorgeous. So I call him Gorgeous Georges because that's what he is. He's beautiful. I don't really class myself specifically as a dog or a cat person. Like, I don't have that bias, simply because I've had both a cat and a dog and I love them both equally. So for that reason, I will say I'm an animal person. I'm not really a cat or a dog person, I'm both. I like them both for different reasons. Oh my god. Can I just say, first of all, my first big pet peeve is technology in general. Any form of technology. Mobile phones, cameras, laptops, computers, microwaves, I don't care. If it's electronic, I don't like you, you don't like me, we don't get on. And the reason for that is it always breaks, I don't know what to do, and then I get frustrated and then I end up crying myself to sleep and throwing myself in front of a train because it's just a bad relationship between the two of us. It doesn't work. One thing that I do compulsively is if I've got my earphones in, regardless of where I am, be it on a bus, in the living room with my parents watching TV, anywhere, in public, I will sing to whatever song is on, and that's not good because it makes me look like an idiot. But that's what I do and I'm sorry! Yes! And I'm so generous, I'm going to show them to you right now. Ji-dun! Cute, right? What happened? Bear with me because I probably have a list about the length of my arm. I'm going to try to remember all the things that throughout the years I wanted to do as a career. Number 1, astronaut. Yeah, really. A vet, a zoologist, a pianist, despite the fact that I can't play the piano and I never could, a pop star, a ballerina, a vet again, David Attenborough at one point because he's just the most amazing person ever. Yes, I wanted to be David Attenborough. I wanted to be a poet, I wanted to be a children's book illustrator, I wanted to be, you know, like a mangaka, people that draw and write manga, comic kind of things. I wanted to do that at one point, probably because of Pokemon when I was yay big, but there you go. I'm pretty sure I wanted to be a fashion designer at one point. God knows what happened to that. Let's just say thank the Lord that that did not happen. I think I wanted to be a chef at one point as well, which would not have ended well. I wanted to work on a cruise ship at some point as well. What else? I can't think of what else, but if I do think of anything else, I'll write it in the description so you can see how weird I am, the kind of jobs that I wanted as a child. Not really. The only thing I can think of is I can make my index finger lock so it looks like a giraffe. What is wrong with me? Let me try and, like, here, look. I can reach the leaves on the top of the tree. That's my weird body skill. It's not that good, is it? You love it though. Cabbage. I have quite a funny one actually. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, I had a nightmare. It was terrifying at the time, please don't laugh, that I lived on a farm and me, my brother, my mum and my dad, we were all farmers on this little lovely country cottage farm, and my dad went to market and he bought a goose, and the goose was quite evil actually, and my dad went into the farmyard bit where the geese were to collect some eggs, and the goose bit his arm off and he ran into the house and there was blood gushing everywhere. Yeah, so my biggest nightmare was that a goose ate my dad's arm. What's wrong with me? Running. I can't run. I really can't run. If you ask me to run, I will probably run about this far and then either I'll get a stitch, I'll fall and trip over onto the floor, or I will pull a muscle, I will die, or most commonly, you know, like where your ankle kind of meets your leg, like here, the joint part, it kind of gives way. Like, I must have really weak ankles. I feel like Meg off Hercules. That's my life. Oh dear God. Okay, I'm gonna do this for a beautiful girl in IKP called Miyoki. She wants me to do a voice, well, the voice of Stitch or Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I don't guarantee it will be very good, but I'm gonna do it anyway. For you, my baby, for you. So,
Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind or forgotten.
oh my God, that was awful. Gollum.
The precious.
No, I can't. Let's just leave it there. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Miyoki. I think the first thing I would get would probably be my camera for photographs, you know, memories, that kind of thing. And maybe some clothes because I don't want to be running around on the street naked when the nice firemen come to rescue us. That would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it? Do you know what, I'm actually going to skip this question because I cannot think of anything at all, but I'm going to write in the lovely description because apparently that's all I do, so I'm going to do that when I think of an answer. You will get an answer from me at some point. I think in general I'm probably a night owl. I enjoy, well, I don't enjoy, but it's a habit and a routine that I've kind of got into. I prefer being up at night and then sleeping through the day. Maybe that's just general teenage laziness and a bad routine, but I don't know, I kind of just prefer being up at night when it's, you know, the house is quiet and you kind of have time to think. But at the same time, if I'm at work, I prefer the early shift because then you've got the rest of the day to yourself. So I'm gonna say I'm kind of both, but I'm leaning towards night owl. I do like to dance. I do. Yeah. I don't know what else to say to that. I don't guarantee that I'm that good. I think personally that I'm not the worst dancer in the world. It depends who you compare me to, but I'm probably better than my uncle dancing at a wedding, but I'm not as good as a professional dancer. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm probably an average good dancer. Someone's getting personal. No, I'm gonna be honest right now. I don't have a boyfriend and I've never had a proper boyfriend. It's never happened. Probably because, I don't know, maybe it's my appearance. I'm not sure. I have a lot of friends that are boys, but I've never been in a serious relationship, and that kind of worries me because I'm 20 now and it's like, why not? But I haven't. I have dated a few guys and they've all been lovely, and some have even wanted to take things a bit further with me, but for me it didn't feel right. I didn't feel the attraction, so for once it's them, not me. Yay! No, but honestly, I think in life there is more to life than having to have a boyfriend. You have to have a boyfriend all the time. Those kind of people kind of, it's sad to see, you know. There is one person, I'm not going to say her name, but there is one person I know from school who can't bear to not be in a relationship. She has to have a relationship all the time. And I just think to myself, oh, why? It's not a big deal if you're not in a relationship. You know, these things will come to you in their own time. You don't have to keep looking and looking. Well, all you IK peers, if you know me, you know I like my J-pop and I like my K-pop. I'm not a weeaboo in that sense, but I just like the music. I really do. That's all there is to it. I like the music. But I also, in terms of like English music or American music, whatever, I like Emily Sandé. I think she's gorgeous. Oh my god, she has got a voice on her. I love her. And Stussy as well. You girls are amazing. You can all sing. For once, a group where all the members can sing. But yeah, there is a lot of good music out there at the moment. I'm gonna maybe put in the description any more bands that I can think of at the end. Yeah. Forgive me, Summer Rose, but I can't actually remember. I think it was something like October 2005 was it 2009 or 2010? I can't remember, it was something like that, but that's when I joined IKP and I've been there ever since, and you should be proud because that's the only dubbing group online that I've ever stayed in for that amount of time. So well done for making such a beautiful group of people. I love it. Thank you so much for watching this very awkward vlog. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that I look okay because I can't see, and I hope that my camera is still running because I can't see. But yeah, thank you again and bye bye.